What's up, guys? This is Coach Amir from 7figurebody.com. I've been a professional fitness coach for the last 16 years. I work specifically with entrepreneurs, and I've helped transform over 1,200 entrepreneurs so far. And in today's video, we're going to talk about, does diet soda cause more weight loss than plain water? So guys, you know that this is a hot topic. Every time the new study comes up and says diet soda is horrible for you, artificial sweeteners kill you and give you cancer, blah, blah, blah. Well, guys, here's the note, the main thing that I want you to take from this video about diet soda and artificial sweeteners. In normal amounts, meaning unless somebody's drinking a gallon of Coke a day, a gallon of any diet soda per day, obviously that's bad. But in normal amounts, we're talking 1 to 2 diet soda cans or whatever amounts per day. No study to this date, in June 2024, no study so far has found actual negative effects on health or pretty much anything else. Some of these artificial sweeteners do cause some changes in gut flora, but so far some studies have shown that that's actually positive, some that that's negative, some that it's kind of neutral and doesn't matter. Generally speaking, our gut flora seems to be very adaptable, meaning and flexible. It adapts to what we consume. So this is one of the reasons why when somebody does an elimination diet, so they eliminate, let's say, for example, bread or anything that has to do with gluten. They eliminate that, and then the enzymes that are normally and stuff in your stomach that's normally digesting that is like, hey, we're not getting this, so we're not really gonna produce that enzyme anymore or whatever is needed there. And then 2 months later, you introduce gluten, you're like, oh my God, it causes stomach cramps, when you spent your whole life prior to that did not have any issues with gluten, right? So basically, our gut flora is very, very, very adaptable. It's going to adapt to whatever you drink. Thus, the changes in gut flora when you drink diet soda. Now, in this particular study, there was a study where they had, for 1 full year, they had participants drink a certain amount of water in one group versus diet soda of the same amount in the other group. And they actually, tracked them and said, okay, here's what happens after a year. So the group that drank soda lost 16.5 pounds over the year, and then the water drinking group lost 13.5 pounds in the year. So obviously they were not really in a big deficit, losing 16 pounds over a year. It's great, but it's like a pound-ish per month, and the other group lost 13 pounds in a year, so right around 1 pound a month. So they were not in a big deficit either way, but it was a deficit, right? So can we conclude from this that it's much better to drink diet soda than water? No, definitely not, because for a year, how they kept their food logs, what happened, good God knows. However, one thing that we can say, and I can tell you, this is the difference between looking at things as black and white, which is what everybody loves to do because our brains are wired for energy conservation. It doesn't want to think, oh, maybe context, maybe, no, good or bad. Diet soda, good or bad. So you have people, like when I write about this and say, hey, there's about 1,000 studies showing that if you have 1 or 2 soda drinks, even per day, not to say like 3 or 4 of them a week, it's nothing. It's not going to do absolutely anything bad for your health. It's not going to mess up your health parameters. Absolutely nothing bad is going to happen. However, what if, and by the way, all the zealots and hippies and naturopathic, all the clueless hippies are like, that's so bad information. Soda is horrible for you. Stays in, like, you can't believe the stupid shit that I've heard. Like it's, if you have bad oils, for example, if you have artificial sweeteners, they stay in your cells for 600 days. And then, this causes cancer, kills you. Like, what on earth? It's just like, you can't make this stuff up, the stupidity that you can find online, as you guys know. But in real world, let's say I was coaching you today and you said, hey coach, on this diet that you put me on, it's fine, I'm never hungry, it's great, I'm losing weight every week, phenomenal, but I have sugar cravings. In that case, is it better if you have diet soda that satisfies your sugar cravings and then you don't have them anymore and you can stick to diet and keep losing weight and getting healthier? Or is it better to say, no, diet soda is very bad for you, you should actually have some real sugar and real, like real sweets, whatever else, which adds sugar, adds calories, adds breaks your diet, you're not losing weight anymore, so you're not getting the health benefits from weight loss that you could have got. What is better, right? So this is where a little bit of thinking, like just logic, putting emotions aside and just thinking with your brain a little and saying, okay, it does nothing bad for me. By the way, FYI, for the record, I don't drink any soda, diet or otherwise, almost like very, very, very rarely. Why? Because I prefer, when I'm actually craving something sweet, which happens, I would either have a piece of fruit, a banana or an apple, or I would have one of these protein yogurts, you know, like low-fat protein yogurt that is flavored, you know, as something you like. It can be one of these Oikos or whatever other, you know, brands. They're phenomenal. Like, it's sweet, there's a little bit of sugar in it, which is totally fine, nothing bad with it, and protein, and no fat, low calories. Ideal dessert. That's not to say that I don't have actual desserts and pizza and something occasionally. I do, but majority of my diet and my client's diet is good, healthy, mostly leaner proteins, a lot of vegetables and fruit. That's the majority of everybody's food should be. Now, when it comes to diet soda, am I saying if you can drink water and be fine with that with no sugar cravings, or you can drink diet soda, have diet soda? I'm definitely not saying that at all. Always have water. It's infinitely healthy for you. It's the best thing you should have, or you could have, is diet soda, is water, because water is literally like the single most abundant ingredient in your body. Like 65% and plus of your body is water, and everybody's dehydrated. If you drink more water, you're going to lose more weight. Why? Because it's going to control your appetite and make you less hungry. You know, to summarize here, if you're on a diet, drink more water, yes. But if you're in a diet and you do drink enough water and you have still sugar cravings, it's much, much, much better for you for numerous reasons to have diet soda rather than actual soda that's full of actual calories. Diet soda has no calories. So these artificial sweeteners are infinitely less bad than being overweight is. So any single thing that allows you to be on a diet and stick to the diet long enough to lose weight and get in top shape is good and better than the alternative. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you're a successful entrepreneur and you're ready to get transformed, click the link below where I show you A to Z, the process that I've used so far to go from fat kid, professional athlete, 3-time national champion, Olympic Games candidate, and then a coach. And I've helped transform 1,200 clients so far in the last 16 years. This is the process that I used. Click on the link below. Let us know where to send it. I'm going to send you the video that shows you A to Z how that process works. Guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.